story.
Hey everybody, this is Dr. J, Professor back in Arjun, doing live from Long Island, New York, and you're
Island.
I don't know where Arjun is.
I'm in Oakland. I'm back in Oakland, California.
You're not in Pittsburgh.
Not in Pittsburgh.
You're not in Tanzania. You must be in Oakland.
Your third guess is correct.
We're on Long Island because we're longing everything because everybody else is shorting.
Exactly.
So we're on the island of Long.
Kat has got the same problem as me. She doesn't know where to put the green stuff. My mattress is full. I can't stuff it in there anymore.
Here's my violin, right? And here's my heart. Here's my heart. Oh, I did it wrong.
Magnificent dancer. It was already rich, but he's getting richer. Shalom.
Yeah, he'll soon be a very magnificent dancer.
Look who's there. Brooklyn is here.
Wow.
Brooklyn. That's not true that you have nothing. You have a great smile, and you're from Bensonhurst. You don't need anything else. You have
Great place.
You have a great pedigree. Anybody from Bensonhurst has great pedigrees. Bensonhurst, Brownsville, it's all the same.
Millionaire Dr. J.
John, I'm like choked up over Sava.
Cheers to the other winners.
I can't drink alcohol. I'm too emotional. I can't drink alcohol.
See, this was a vodka day for you. I was 100% sure. That's why I brought my wine in.
I can't. I'm so unsteady that I can't even drink the alcohol.
You're too giddy for booze. It could only ruin your high.
Vibrant Vixen, you weren't in Sava like me, were you? I don't think you were in Sava.
Sold it all.
Yeah.
Which one?
Oh.
Which one did she sell?
I don't know. I think she got out totally. She took a little vacation during the pandemic. That's why we haven't seen too much of her. But Linda,
there's still some shots with Linda, right?
Linda is so wealthy now that she doesn't want to know us. Do you see Linda?
Well, after she donates all those winnings, she'll be back.
Pete, on the other hand, is humble. Pete has great humility. He picks tremendous stocks. Never brags.
His picks are awesome.
Unlike
unbelievable.
I brag about my Athesis. I brag about my Sava. I brag about my Theron. I brag about my Mankind. I'm just a braggart. I'm a blowhard. What can I tell you?
Well, how are we doing?
I mean, if we're following you, we're also winning, so we should be bragging too. Honestly.
That's the whole point. I mean, I'm looking at IDEX.
The truth of the matter is, where did I get these stocks from? Most of them I got originated by one of you.
Yeah, of course. You see, I'm writing them all down. Right.
I mean, a few of them.
I don't have enough money for all these suggestions.
A few of them are strictly my own picks that I would say no one whispered in my ear. I kind of found on my own, but mostly somebody like Jiggly whispered 4 letters in my ear.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Jiggly.
Yeah.
We'll do a 3-hour show. Let's go. Every stock in the market.
Yes, everything on my list.
Another one that I'm making so much money that I can't stand it.
So is this a new one to us?
No, now maybe it's new to you, but I spoke about it 3 or 4 times.
Really?
In the last 2 weeks.
I usually remember this stuff.
And
that's right. It's another Alzheimer's play. I have it.
Alzheimer's and Parkinson's.
Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. That's right. Well, I wrote it down. I didn't do anything about it.
$18. We bought it a week ago at $10, and you were complaining that it dipped to $8. Just like Sava. and I bought more at $8, just like Sava. or whatever it dipped to. I know it dipped a little from where I originally bought it.
Well, it's 18 now, which is nice.
Average in. I also been averaging out of Sava. I bought that. I did no selling till it hit 35, and instead of selling, I bought at 35 when it pulled back from 45 on Monday. And then I started selling 56, 66, 76, and now 81 before the show.
It's finding some resistance right around the low 80s, at least for now.
I knew Kat bought some. Kat,
Very nice.
You know how I knew? Because if it's a runner, Kat is in it somehow.
She's a Mo player.
Somehow she's in it.
Good. Hey, the stocks that we're in are all momentum plays. So if you're a momentum investor,
I cashed out almost all my CVM.
I went back in a little bit when it hit close to 20.
Yeah, I should have. I was looking for double digits below 20, like 18, 17. I didn't get it, so I still didn't go back in.
Gotcha.
But
well, I'm not back in Workhorse for that same exact reason. But I know we'll talk about
that. Remember Friday? I told you on Friday. I'm trying to get my cash level down because I had too much cash. So I went on the phone on Friday. I had so much cash just sitting there. So I went on a buying spree on Friday, bought everything. And now I went and sold everything, and I'm back to the same problem. Too much cash.
Well, do you need a new refrigerator? Maybe. I mean, it looks like you have a very nice car, so you don't need to replace that one.
I don't need anything.
Just make more. Keep making more. Let's tell them how to make more.
The stove's not on the fritz because you're in a new house, right?
There's nothing I can buy that I really need.
Okay.
And that I can think of.
For me, my house, my car, my body, everything's falling apart. So I can't wait for these things to start hitting.
Where is Sava going? Sean wants to know where it's going. I'll tell you where it's going. It's probably going to test the 90s because it's so irrational being in the 80s. Figure it tests the 90s. I'm going to buy back at 35, 36.
Think it's going to go that low?
Yes.
Okay.
I will not short it, however.
No, certainly not.
And I still own shares looking to sell even higher or lower. If it goes to 71,
90 as we speak.
Goes to 71, I'll probably get rid of my remaining shares.
Everyone's asking what to do with BCRX. The answer is always buy more.
Buy more, right? Hold and buy more.
I actually sold a little when it hit whatever it hit, 12.
Yeah, you got to trim a little, but
no, I think it was close to 14, wasn't it?
I'm not sure where I sold.
No, you're right. It stopped at around 12.
Well, Dr. J called a $25 buyout before the summer. I believe that's what you called. So.
Yes.
Okay, well.
And I got severely admonished for calling such a low number.
I mean, all of us would take it. I think.
The nice thing about a buyout is then we don't have to worry about when to sell. Everybody's worried about when to sell Sava. And I'm one of them.
There are two stocks that are disappointing me. I mean, I don't want to complain, but I might as well. One of them is Arenia Pharmaceuticals, which is disappointing me. And the other one is Amazon.com, which should be up $100 instead of down.
No, it goes down on bad news. On good news, you know that.
Sell the news.
120.
Sell the day before the news.
125 billion in Q4. Jeff Bezos leaves, and the hysterical shareholders sell. Give me a break. He's not going very far either.
But Bezos, he's worth what, 100, 200 a share? That's about it.
I think he's worth no more than Joe Girardi is to the Philadelphia Phillies. Look how so I'm upset with two stocks, Arenia and and Amazon. However, I have.
Arena, I'm going to double down on Arena at some point.
I was just about to say that I'm probably going to buy more of both. I didn't sell any Amazon. I kept adding, and I have some doubts, so I'm going to buy more Amazon. I bought some more before the show. I'm going to buy some more before the close. I think Amazon, I'm going to give you my Amazon target. You ready?
Yes.
3,900 by June.
Okay.
All right.
That's fair. 3,900 by June.
That's not that exorbitant.
You both are going to laugh at me, but I doubled down on miso.
Oh my God!
No, seriously.
Is that a dumb move?
Is any manager worth millions anymore? Because they call the shots from the office. The GM calls all the shots.
Yeah, I don't think baseball managers are not worth anything. I think basketball, football, that's where the money is.
Yeah, I agree. Except for Casey Stengel, that would be the exception. But, he was a colorful manager, boy. I love Casey. I don't know what the
list of other Alzheimer's stocks.
Plurastem and Miso and Athesis, I think all three of them will. Well, that Miso already failed on odds, covered odds.
Yeah, I'm hoping they turn some lemons into lemonade. That's why
I think the other two are going to fail as well. But there are others in play that may not fail, like Innovis Pharmaceuticals. What were they just testing on mice? It wasn't COVID. It was stroke trial. So you have another potential competitor for stroke, Arjun, in Innovis Pharmaceutical. They have an indication for their drug on that works on animals for PD and AD, and it works for stroke as well.
Okay, I'll take a look.
I'm still in Codex, Jiggly.
What does Mark have to say? Never get bet against Tom Brady. I am betting against Tom Brady. I have no doubt that Kansas City will win this Super Bowl.
Yeah, Chiefs are the lock of the century. I agree.
No
Chiefs
doubt.
Chiefs by 10. Chiefs by 10.
Well, what's the actual spread? Do you know?
I don't know.
It's 3.5. 3.5.
KC 3.5, right?
Way too low.
I agree.
Yeah.
You're looking at trio there in Mahomes and Kelsey and what's his name?
Tyreek Hill. Yeah, Tyreek Hill is literally the most unstoppable wideout. Like if he wants to go 50 down the middle, he's just going.
And you can hand him the ball in a run like the Dickens around everybody too.
Yeah, he's unstoppable. I agree.
But he's no Gronk. He's no Gronk. I'm just joking.
Where's Linda? Linda's here.
Oh, good question.
Linda's using a different name, Linda Jones, instead of Linda 0321, whatever it was. Linda, you changed your name on us, trying to confuse us. Linda's the richest lady I know. Linda, if we get together, we'll be unstoppable. We'll be a power couple. Linda, dump your hubby. It's cold in Minnesota. I'll dump my wife. No problem. If we get together, we'll be very powerful, very rich.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That's a proposal.
The Minnesota region.
I proposed on the air, but Arjun's got a better story of how he proposed. Listen to this now. Go on, Arjun.
Oh, yeah. So I was in Africa because I was with my girlfriend. We did like a hike up Kilimanjaro and a safari and some other stuff. And on the way up to the top of Kilimanjaro, I got down on one knee and she said no. No, I'm just kidding. She said yes. She said yes.
Congratulations.
It's sort of like, you know how lawyers say you don't ask a question unless you already know what the answer is going to be.
First, he told her how many shares of
That's what proposal also. There it is.
There it is.
Yeah,
Look
Proof.
at that.
very nice. So you climbed all the way to the top?
We made it to the top. The way down was rough. She
Did you
almost
tell-
lost
did
her
you tell her
toenails.
how many shares of VBIV that you own before you propose?
She actually owns quite a bit too. I got her in on that. So we're trying to be that power couple, the Dr. J Linda combo.
Pot is hot. Pot is hot.
Pot is hot,
I assume they're pot stock. I don't own it. I don't follow it. But it sounds like a pot stock. Am I wrong?
Nope, you're not wrong.
I
Sundial.
think you're right.
You know, they've been making a nice little move. I've been doing the Tilray, Afria.
MA, you gotta separate emotion from intellect here, MA. I know you're.
Yeah.
I know you're.
Like you do in the stock market.
No, MA is probably a Boston fan. He's probably a Patriots fan. Loves Tom Brady.
Isn't that a reason to not like Tom Brady?
Well, I don't know if there's a reason not to like him. He's the greatest ever, but he's going to lose to one of the best stud quarterbacks in football. It's not going to beat Patrick Mahomes.
Yes, well, is Inflategate going to keep him out of the Hall of Fame?
I mean, I'm not saying that Tom Brady needs to cheat. He's a great quarterback.
He does it for fun.
Yeah. He does it because he can.
Jiggly, why are you upset about such minor moves? Because you should be upset about Sava if you don't own it.
Yeah, right, exactly.
What does Brooklyn have to say? Another Foxborough fan here. What's going on?
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
too many.
I know.
He's a sentimental favorite.
That's
that's
that's the
another
question.
one. I happen to own Tilray. It's another one I got to remember to sell because they might as well take my profits.
Why?
Because I'm not cash rich enough. I want to be more cash rich.
Okay. So you could buy the real green instead of just the stock.
Yeah.
That's sometimes how I feel with gold stocks. It's like, can I have it in my hand?
The problem,
like Daffy Duck, and think I'm that.
The problem with irrational exuberance is it does catch up to you, and this is what the market is. We're experiencing irrational exuberance. I'm always a little bit
.com all over again.
I'm always a little bit irrational, but I'm usually not that exuberant. We put them together, and I'm almost in a manic state.
Well, it's a good thing I'm a morose drunk.
So Jiggly's asking if anyone here got rich on GameStop. No, I did not touch it, but I know someone that lost a lot on margin, and they're in trouble. They're in trouble.
I wouldn't touch any of those stocks. AMC, GM.
Like drinking from a fire hose.
Yeah.
Why?
It's horrible. I mean, just play. Yeah. At some point, fundamentals have to catch up, and if you're caught in that web, you're completely screwed.
Yeah, I know.
We're going to chart.
And some of the stuff that we were in sort of seemed to get caught up in some of that buzz.
Remind me to chart Curaleaf. I like Curaleaf. It's up sharply today.
I'll write that down.
I didn't sell a single share of Curaleaf.
So I'm not even in that one.
Yeah, Pete's right. BCRX benefited from it, but the difference with BCRX is it's actually a good stock, so it didn't dump after it pumped.
I know. I like what you were saying on Twitch about all that. People, you got lucky in. Don't be stupid out.
Linda has 3 amazing picks for her swing trades for the week on stockpicks.com.
Very nice.
There's Sava, SAVA.
Did you put Sava in yours, Dr. J?
No.
No, neither did I.
But Linda did.
Linda
Oh,
did.
wow.
Well,
Linda also put in,
check, please.
I think she put in,
Jeez.
I know had a little bit of a pop, but I don't know if it pulled
Linda's
back
up 60% this week. Whew.
on her portfolio, but only 35% on her swing trades.
No, it says 60 on the swing.
Oh, serious?
Yeah, it
Well,
says
Towers at
58.6.
88 right now.
What are
Holy
the 5 stocks that she picked?
She picked Eno, NKTR, CCIV, Sava, which obviously, and then VBIV. She's doing great.
Linda, you're killing us.
Yeah, check, please.
I think I'm second with like 7%. The last I looked.
Incredible.
What am I up? What am I up? About 7% for the week?
Let's see. Yeah, 8.
8%. My big winner is probably Mankind.
I can't believe it's still been on your radar.
You know, we ought to chart something.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
It's been 20 minutes.
We have plenty to talk about.
Yeah, I want to chart VBIV, so DCRX. I want to chart Geron. I want to chart Mankind, Innovis, Amazon. So we got to get to them. Let's get to
Curaleaf and CVM. You got to do CVM.
CVM, Athesis. We got a ton of them.
Yeah.
First, let's take a look at an oldie but a goodie.
This is your Geron.
Yeah, Geron.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Oh, wait, Dr. J, you should really get rid of
Oh, yeah, get rid of the comment. Get rid of the comment.
So that we can see the charts better today. All right, good.
Okay, so let me make this a little bigger. So we have a nice, big, juicy green candle, but notice how it's giving it all up.
Mm-hmm.
It had to go past the high. Past the high. Let me get the date. Past the high of 518. Which it did not do. So it had to break 240, and it did not break 240, and it backed away as a result. But I think it'll probably have another shot at it. Maybe you're looking for the midpoint. It's close to the midpoint. I think it's worth buying right about here. I don't know what's making it run. They have studies in MF and I think MDS and also MF, I think. So like 204. Backs down to 204. I think I might add to my small pile of shares. I don't have a big position in this one. So I haven't been following it carefully. I don't follow anything carefully anymore. I got 70 stocks approximately that I own. It's difficult to really follow everything closely. But I try. Mankind, I don't know why the hell it popped today, and I didn't care. I just took my profits. I took it too early. I took it at 480.
Oh, wow.
Now it's 511.
Yeah, I have a little bit of this one in my Roth IRA. Maybe I should trim it too, actually. I didn't even look at that.
Yeah, this one has a habit of popping and pulling back. So I would look to add, if you sell it now, to buy back at 420.
Yeah, I think I am going to sell it, actually, or at least
What
some
do
of it.
What do these guys do? I forgot.
Mankind is a freezer, the diabetics drug.
Is that the stuff with the powder?
Yeah, you inhale the powder.
Right.
It's got a gizmo called the Technosphere. That you give it a little spritz.
Yeah, that's why you stayed in, because you like those gizmos.
You give it a little spritz, and then you inhale the powder, and then you choke to death, and the stock goes down.
Right. We were thinking that might be a good idea for these antivirals, but nobody's talking about antivirals anymore.
Nope.
People talk about them, but I don't know. They like the monoclonal antibodies better, right?
Yep.
Well, no, because they're too specific. Once the variant came, it was like, oh, sorry, we got the wrong antibody.
So they got to go back to the lab.
Yeah, they have to do an antibody cocktail now.
Gotcha. So mankind at this point, I'm not telling anybody to sell it, but I just say what I did. I still own a few hundred shares, trivial amount, just to. I had it in another account. And I said, "The hell with it. I'll just leave it." So I didn't sell every single morsel of it, but I sold most of it. And I bought it only 2 weeks ago, I think. I don't remember.
So you're coming back in at the midpoint of this green candle. Is that usually
I
your rule?
like you see my lines? I like 423 for coming back.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
All right. Let's take a look at the next one. We looked at Geron, we looked at mankind. Let's look at a novice. I was just reading about my study. I was telling.
This is one of the Alzheimer's plays.
Thing to watch, being that they're both interested in ischemic stroke drugs. You're an ethicist, right? Are you an ethicist?
I have a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a lot of that. And
I'm not allowed to sell until it hits 100.
Also, Alex Johnson.
Do we have a spottiness over there?
He doesn't he have a lot of ethicists?
No, he picked. I forget
DMAC.
Yeah, there you go. That one. Yep.
Yeah. So this one is complementary to both of those.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so just bet on basically everyone that's doing work in this space. I'm fine with that.
There's a void in this space. There's a definite void in this space. I bought it because of the ADPD.
Sure. Wow. Look at that.
Is there gonna be you think it's gonna be a shot to get back in the middle of that candle or no?
Well, it's a 1 week candle.
Yeah.
But yes, I think you could draw the line right down the middle on this. Yes.
So we're aiming for 14 something.
Yeah, from 10 to 19. Yeah, 1450, something like that.
Okay. Okay, I'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I think you buy it on pullbacks.
Okay.
Because they're a long way off, but they are going to give, I think, phase 2 results this quarter. So.
Okay. Phase 2 this quarter. That's okay. All right. So we're still early enough.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Maybe too early.
Yeah, maybe. I might play some options.
You just nibble.
Maybe I'll play some options here. That might be
play
fun.
the options in anticipation of good results, and then you sell them.
Exactly.
So 1394 around there.
Arjun, you don't mind doing options on stocks that are already pretty low priced?
For me, it just depends on. It's all about how far along they are in the clinical trials, what phase. I mean, and also just how suspect I think they are. Because if I'm not suspect, I just go in with shares. If I have some doubt, I just have a more speculative position.
All right. So from inception, this has had a remarkable run.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so this IPO'd in. Oh, wow.
Back in 126.
People are just finding it, right?
I don't know if that's true. Maybe I got to lift the chart up.
Yep. Negative 750 IPO.
Yeah.
I guess that's accurate. I don't see anything else.
All right.
a very unceremonious start, right? But look at it now.
Yeah, so, okay. Nice. All right, I'll keep an eye on this. Did we lose Dr. J? The internet.
He comes in and out.
Okay.
So, this is the problem with being over. Yes, he should be back by now.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
So this, I don't get it. Something's 126. What's this date? 131, of which a year ago. So is this?
Yes.
You're looking at weeklies.
It's hard to believe how small 1 year fits into a weekly chart. Doesn't look like 52 lines, does it?
Right.
If I were, I'm still not convinced there's 52 lines in there.
Well, we're not going to count them.
No, we won't count them. But it sure don't look like 52.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it is. It's a mirage. On Amazon.com, one that I'm upset with.
That crow. Guys only made like hundreds of thousands of dollars on the stock, and now he's mad one day.
I'm upset with it because it's supposed to be up $100 today, minimum. Instead it's down $67 and giving me a headache. It's affecting my otherwise magnificent day.
That's why no vodka.
That's why no vodka. So
Jack.
where is this going? This is going, I don't care where it's going. Just buy and buy again and buy some more. Because by the end of the year, 3,900.
I thought you said by June. You can't change it.
By June.
You said June.
You don't want to give me a little.
Come on. Every good investor hedges.
By June, by August, it's all the same.
Yeah.
Give me a couple of months, more or less. You know. I don't have a slide rule.
So that's the 9.
You got me. By June, I'll stick to it.
Okay, there you go.
That's not unreasonable. What as a percentage? Let me see. Let me do some quick math here. 600 over what? 3,300?
Less than 30%.
20%? Yeah, that's come on. 4 months.
Nobody's going to cry over making 20%.
Not unreasonable, but Amazon has been going back and forth for about 6 months, so it's got to break out. Got to break out. I think it will. What's another good one? BCRX is another good one.
Yeah, BCRX.
We've got a couple of requests for INO.
All right, we'll do it.
Yeah, I want to talk some fundamentals here after you do the technicals.
I'll skip the technicals. Talk.
Yeah, so one thing that crossed my mind here, so obviously the whole Reddit thing took over this, it pumped it, whatever, but it didn't pull back, which I like. It stayed above 10. What I was thinking is the US Orladeo approval was worth what, like $4? I guess it went from about 450 up to like 8 or 850. And so what I'm thinking as a safe assumption here is the EU is going to approve it in March. They also have the orphan designation, so it has market exclusivity there. And when you factor in reimbursement versus Europe and the US, it's lower in Europe, but you have more patients. So my thought is it's worth the exact same amount as US approval. So let's say like $4-ish. So if you combine that with whatever you think Q1 earnings report is going to be worth in terms of Orladeo sales, that was my initial reason for playing the Junes. So I didn't fully liquidate the Junes because I think we still have room to get to 15 and maybe even 20 by June. So that's where my head's at.
Right. Well, I didn't touch my June calls. I just sold some shares. I did the opposite of you.
Okay.
Well, it will probably both be okay, as I think this will be higher come June than it is now.
Yeah. I'm gonna boldly, or I don't know if it's bold. I'm gonna say we're double. We're double by June.
That is bold. That's a
That's
good
pretty
call.
bold.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 15 by end of March because of EU or early April, and then another $5 for quarter one earnings. Factor D is coming at some point too. I don't know when, but it could be any week now. So that's on the table too. I think
It
it's
says March 2021.
Well,
yeah.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to double my call options because I have nothing to do with the cash anyway. So I'm going to double my June call options after the show
Beautiful. I love it.
on BCRX. For the same strike, I think my strike was $3.50. I took a very deep in money.
You only did 350. Okay, see, that's why I trimmed. I did the tens.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was playing around. I was actually even playing around with the 15s just for
Oh wow, nice.
just for what they say shits and giggles.
Yeah. On the spike, I sold February 20s. I mean, that's not going to hit, but they were going for like 50, 60
Yeah, no,
cents.
there's still a premium on them. I know. That's why I had to play like I did.
I don't play options much, so for me to double my options position is a big deal.
I mean, yeah, I like your call on buyout. I think it makes a ton of sense here.
I think there's a few of them that I like for buyout.
You think this will be bought out before VBIV will be?
I like Aurenia for a buyout. I like BCRX for a buyout. I like Mankind for a buyout. I like what did I just say? Another one.
VBIV. VBIV's getting bought too, I think.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
That look attractive for a buyout.
Yeah.
What about that?
Mankind gets bought out, you're going to at least double the $5 that you have now.
No doubt.
I think they're a very likely player. Somebody pick up a diabetes drug, pick up that Technosphere, and with big pharma marketing, that a freezer could turn around. It's all a question of marketing, perception.
So this is not investment advice, but we're saying we are buying BCRX right now.
Even though I sold my Mankind,
nibbling when it gives us the opportunity.
Even though I sold my Mankind, I think it's a logical buyout. By the way, thanks for reminding me. As always, full disclosure, I own practically everything that I'm talking about. So I have a little less subjectivity than I should otherwise have. Maybe it influences my judgment a little bit. But I own all of these stocks that I talk about pretty much. Occasionally there's one that I don't own. And usually if I talk about it and I like the chart, I go ahead and buy it. So yeah, that's part of my disclosure. The rest of it is that all of our opinions are strictly our own and do not constitute investment advice. Do your own due diligence, check with an advisor before acting on anything that we say, especially Arjun. Whatever he says.
Oh man.
Right.
I need your help.
Arjun hasn't made me rich yet.
Arjun cannot be thinking straight because he was at high elevations and he was engaged.
The oxygen left his brain, so he decided to go get married.
Right. I think there's some kind of connection.
I'm gonna need your help with the VBIV technicals though. I haven't looked at these.
I want to do that one next.
What's going on with us and volcanoes? First, Jake.
Yeah, no, right.
Broadcast from volcano.
Jake did not propose to his.
I was inspired by Jake. I'll just say that.
Jake didn't climb. He took an elevator up there. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I saw the volcano and I was like, I want to climb one. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's get that. Well.
But yeah, can we chart VBIV? Because I know the fundamentals, but I haven't looked at this chart in a while, and I want to see what you think. I'm very curious. I think it looks
I haven't sold a single share, by the way.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, it's just about where I would expect it to pull back to. So it's a perfect buy, in my opinion.
Okay. Halfway up the green candle.
Halfway up that body, halfway up the green body. I like it. I like it. I like it. It's a good entry point. Spike and I also own ALT, a little bit of a competitor.
Is that Altimmune? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Can't get to the, I can't get the mouse over. There we go. I attached the mouse to the laptop, otherwise I go really crazy.
Yeah, so my bold prediction here is that we haven't heard the last from their COVID vaccine. I know it's moving slowly, but I think it's the data's going to come and surprise us at some point. And we're going to be happy.
Yeah, I think so. 3.63. I figure about 3.65 would be a good spot. Well, now,
No, right, exactly.
Yeah, I added a little today. I nibbled.
Oh, it's 411, so I think we're all done on now talk.
Yeah, you could scrape some post-market, I guess.
All right, so VBIV, you got the hepatitis B vaccine, you got the hepatitis B treatment, you got the COVID-19 vaccine.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of things going for you.
And you got brain cancer too, GBM. You got a lot.
GBM, yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
There's a lot going for you.
Saying, they don't have a big capitalization, so they're definitely worth buying.
Yeah, I think they're still below $1 billion, right? Market cap.
I see 898 mil.
Yeah, I like it.
This one should also be an easy double by June.
Agreed.
By June?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I'm calling 15 on a buyout this year.
15 on a buyout by the end of the year.
Look, if it goes to 7 by June, then a buyout at 15 makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call that. Let's see where we are in a few months.
You know, I don't own much of Altimmune, but I do own some, and so does Professor Spike. So let's give it a look.
Okay.
Also a nice chart. This one looks like it wants to make new highs. Made a new high here at 1879. Wouldn't shock me if it takes that high right out. The way to bios are hot. Why not? I think I'm going to sell. I'm going to sell this one at 20. I need to clear out some inventory. Right. So I've got a sell target. I got a sell target on this one, 1999.
It's got this little doji over there.
Okay. Yeah. It's a little tug of war today, but it's still at the higher end of the candlestick. I don't care that it's a little red mark there. It's fine. Today's performance is okay. It came down. It looks like it's done going down. It wants to go up. I think you would have continued Momo by the end of this week, new highs. I think I'll probably dump it. I feel new highs. That's what I feel. 1995, and I'm out. If I remember to be out.
Well, yeah, right, exactly. Because Jake sort of soured on this after a while.
Yeah, that's not the reason. It's just.
But I mean, he took his ride, and then that was that.
It's just that I can't be in so many different stocks. I just got to start trimming.
Right.
This looks like one that maybe I'll trim.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we move over to CVM since we're talking about some of our faves?
And we got to do Athesis also.
Oh yeah, definitely Athesis. Ooh yeah, look at this.
Getting to the territory that makes Dr. J interested again.
Yeah, That's the halfway. That's the rule. Halfway up the green.
Yep.
Well, yeah, and we were saying that maybe the new range would be 20 to 25 instead of 11 to 15.
Well, I think we said 17 the last time, right?
You did, yes, but we haven't even seen anything close to that.
Well,
Wait, this hit 40? Oh my god.
For a minute.
I sold at 32 and 28.
Yeah, I bailed in high 30s a little bit. I had to.
Wow. Yeah, nice.
I couldn't resist.
Nice.
You got to take some profits.
And I'm buying back in close to 20.
Even Costco took profits.
That's right. That's right. He did.
There's nobody more bullish than Fosco.
Exactly.
The only one
I'm sure you bought back in at these levels.
The only one more bullish than Fosco is Gert.
Right, the man himself.
Yeah.
So you actually think you're going to have a shot at 17?
Yes.
All right. Well, then I'll wait before I buy even more.
I bought at 19 because I was looking for 18, 17. So I was greedy, I was looking for my number. I didn't get it, so I missed it. But now I think I'll get another chance.
Jiggly makes a good point. The question is, how much can you trust this chart if there has been some WSB influence on it?
I don't give a damn about who influences what. I just go by the chart.
Okay, fair enough. It was worth mentioning. It's at least worth saying that today, because a couple of our charts are going to have that impact.
Yeah, but the thing is, like with the Wall Street bets,
Reddit, WSB. I don't care if it's a World Trade Organization. What do I care what that is?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
like
don't worry about that is.
Yeah, we're not playing stocks that are just fundamentally screwed either, like AMC or GameStop.
No, that's true.
No, I'm totally against that. I'm totally against
the only fundamental reason I could have seen in terms of this was that it was just so oversold that if everybody had to make themselves whole, they would have been forced to buy at these lofty prices.
I'm totally against these GameStop millionaires that incited everyone to buy so that they became rich. It's no better than what Stevie Cohen does on the downside.
Right.
Even with a show like this, I tell everybody, I try to remember to tell everybody that I own everything I'm talking about. I even own a little CVM that I didn't get rid of, just for full disclosure.
I'm still committed to my promise to you from last year. So there's some that I can't tell.
I tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. That's my attitude. No secrets there.
Yeah.
My life is an open book. I don't do anything.
It seems to me that those people were sort of grasping at straws when they were looking at stocks that just had like 30% or 40%, short on them. That's not interesting enough. When you have 130% short on you, then it's worth looking at.
What they did was scummy, if you ask me. But nobody asked me, so I didn't say that.
Nobody asked in terms of just at least justifying some of the activity, but not all of it.
And am I bullish at CVM to the extent that I think it's even money odds? I'm bullish.
Right. This doesn't change the odds. This all came with no news.
You're in on Auto Home Inc. Oh, okay. I was gonna say Athersys. There we go.
There we go. Okay, good.
I was like, what are you not telling us?
Another nice day. Wow.
Beautiful. Wow, that didn't even pull back at all. Oh my god.
No. I told Professor Spike if we get past this 245, it's what I said, 235.
Right.
It's going to first fly. And I believe that. So here we go.
Very nice, very nice.
Here we go. It's now, if it comes back to 235, might be a place to even add.
Right.
Then our next target is what? What is that? 330?
All the way up there. All the way up there.
Yeah, 320.
If it puts out of the threes, we're off to the races. But we've been playing this since it was around 3, and it's finally nice to see it getting close to where we were able to
playing
do
this
it.
since for the last 8 years. I own this stock for about 8 years.
Oh yeah, you've had it forever.
Wow.
Yeah,
I've had it since we started the show.
so I intend to make huge profits on this. But what am I going to? Then what do I do? That's the problem. I got this problem not knowing what to do after I make all the money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we'll do? We'll monetize the website, and we'll make even more money that I don't know what to do with.
Okay.
Nice. I have one chart request, unless other people in the chat have one.
I have the list. We're doing okay in terms of satisfying people.
Okay.
So what's the call here? Buy on the dip.
Buy on the dip. Okay.
Nibble when you can.
So
With the
230.
With the caveat,
232.
I do have a caveat. If the COVID-19 news comes in of the halfway through the trial, I have a feeling it's going to be negative, in which case we will get a drop. On the other hand, if it's positive, it's to the moon, Jiggly, to the moon.
Mm.
So I think the odds are 2 to 1 against, but if it happens, come in to the moon.
I thought they would have learned from Meso not to even.
You can't learn. What's there to learn? It's the same deal, same stem cell.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, so if they're even banking any of their value on COVID odds, then it's not worth jumping on at all.
I think
we're jumping on this for the other stuff.
Gil is in where did Peter Pan grow up?
Neverland.
He's in Neverland, Gil.
Okay, fair enough.
So
what was your request?
I want to see Dario, DRIO. I own a decent chunk of this,
that's a good choice too. I'll shout out some of the ones that people have been mentioning: INO, and AUPH, and like you said, ACRX and Oreo. These are some of the ones that people.
You got yourself a winner here. This is another runner.
Yeah, I've been in this forever. I trimmed a tiny bit at 25, and now I'm waiting to see what to do.
It tested the 9-day and dipped below it and came right back. It's very strong right now. It's probably going to make new highs. And the market is strong. Biotech is strong. The chart is strong. $30 make you happy?
30, yeah. I've been in since 8, so I should probably just take the 30, huh?
Yeah, 30.
It didn't really catch my interest at all.
Look, I'll tell you, it's like a Ponzi scheme. Eventually, it's going to collapse. All these biotechs, but for now, $30 looks like a good call. 28, 29, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll trim big at 30. Maybe I'll half my position.
You don't want to get caught with where you can't sell it quick enough as it drops.
Yeah. I thought I saw a bit. I thought that some of the information on this was a bit hypey.
Well, they bought. I think they just acquired a company. I didn't read into it super deeply, but I need to look more into this. I know the technicals way better than the fundamentals here. But okay,
Jake must be making money. This is almost for sure. If he's not flying somewhere, that he's short a dino. Almost for sure. He loves to short dino. He absolutely loves it. He doesn't like Dr. Kim.
It's funny though where that red candle landed.
Whenever this doggone stock is popped, he's always played the puts. Buy some puts. So Jake would have a smile on his face.
If he jumped in at 16, if he jumped in yesterday, he'd be a happy guy.
I don't like the looks of that huge red candle either. And today's for continued decline. I would stay away from this one. I don't know what I would do if I owned it. That I don't know. I'd probably hold it. But I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't add.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And you know, considering Jake is pretty smart when it comes to what stocks to stay away from. So I respect Jake. Just on that alone, I would stay away from this one. And if another one that Jake doesn't like is Sorrento, even though a lot of people on this board like it.
I noticed that it was making a move this week, but
it actually looked like a decent place to come back in if you wanted to, right at the low of the day, because that's where the support was. But if you missed that, I don't know what to tell you. If you want to come in, but I don't tell people what to do. It's one that I'm going to stay away from. Personally, I'm staying away. What do I know? I'm not, I don't have strong feelings on this. I don't have Jake's negative conviction about Dr. Kim. I'm neutral, but I don't have to own it. That's how I look at it. My feeling is I'm neutral.
I think we should satisfy. We were going to do Curaleaf today, so I think we should move to that.
There are other things. There are other things to own. You know what I mean? Why should I own that one?
Yeah.
I can own Vaxart, I can own DBIV, I can own Altimmune. I don't have to own that one. Novavax would have been a good one. That one off like a son of a gun.
It certainly did.
This is slightly below its long-term trend line, right? Slightly. Depends how you draw it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's still finding support at 50.
Yeah, and it's certainly in a strong uptrend overall. So it came in with a higher low. Yeah, came in with a higher low. All right, so my feelings are that we're in a bull run on this one, a series of higher lows all the way through, and this pullback to the trend line support is a buying opportunity as it continues on its bullish pursuit. This one, 15 to 30 by the end of the year, as spot continues to be hot. 15 to 30. Look, I'm very optimistic on a lot of stocks. Now, of course, the whole market could crumble any time now, in which case all bets are off. But you got a continuation of a strong market, continuation of a strong economy, people coming back to work as opposed to losing jobs. COVID-19 looking like it's dying down, sort of roaring its ugly head. We're going to be good for another year. If we're good for another year, this is $30, in my opinion.
Do you think this is an exception to anything else in the green space, meaning marijuana?
I think the marijuana space is good no matter what you look at. CGC, Chrono.
Nothing particularly special about Curaleaf, right?
I don't think so. I think they're all good plays. Village, VFF, all of them.
Oh, Village Farm. I forgot about that.
APHA, they're all good plays.
Right. Okay, good.
So I've
been creeping into those.
I even like your favorite.
MedMen.
Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Football.
This is Professor Spike's favorite pot stock, and I'm actually in it now.
Well, I have plenty of shares anyway.
I bought it. I bought it at 15 pennies, and around. I'm up on it already, and I like it. I think you're going to see a pop. If it blows the lid off of 22 pennies, it can go to 49 pennies. That's my target.
Sounds good.
So I got a nice target in mind on this one, 39 pennies or 49 pennies. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'll worry about it when it gets there. So just like Curaleaf, this one has similar potential, maybe even more potential, being a penny. The pennies are tricky, I know that.
Right, exactly.
But it does have potential.
That's what I'm saying, Arjun. You couldn't do options on these.
No, I could not, nor would I want to, but I definitely couldn't.
Yeah. Is there any one in particular that I'm forgetting?
We have a request for Walmart.
Walmart is a great company that's selling it at a discount right now. The stock is selling at a discount. I sold half my Walmart.
Yeah, I'm still holding on. I'm still holding on.
But
I'm
it's
just slightly under even.
It's a wonderful company. I expect great earnings, and I think it'll have a better reaction to earnings than Amazon. Amazon had an excuse for Bezos leaving. I don't think Walton is leaving for Walmart, right?
Right.
Nope.
So,
Never.
therefore, we're safe. I think this is a buy before earnings. It's an earnings play. It's also a long-term hold. Is Target better? I don't know. I'm not into it that deeply anymore. I do own a lot of it still.
Target doesn't have the internet as much of an internet play as Walmart.
They're not competing with Amazon the same way.
I like Walmart better. I think when people come back to the stores, this is going to be one of the first ones they attack. And the e-commerce side, it does nothing but grow. This is
the only reason I'm in it, personally.
This is the only company that could someday maybe compete a little bit on e-commerce with Amazon.
Right. That's my hope. Anyway.
Amazon is not just an e-commerce play; they're a cloud play, everything.
That's what I'm thinking. At some point, if they're smart, they could be just as big an e-commerce hub as Amazon is.
Could be. I like this one. I'm bullish on this one. I think it's another multi-generational stock, just like Amazon, just like Google, just like Apple. So I think these are all multi-generational stocks. Probably a must-own, at least a little. So yes, I like this one. I like it a lot. Google, I like this one. I bought some Google recently.
Yeah, you talked about it, and then it had good earnings.
Yeah, I'm making money on this one. Makes up a little bit for the Amazon collab today. I bought this one under 1,800 at 1,720, I think. So I'm doing okay on this one. I feel the future's bright for Alphabet as they diversify into many businesses, including the Waymo subsidiary. I don't know how it's structured as a subsidiary or how they do it, but I think Waymo has got a good future, as well as so many of they're into biotech. They're into everything, Google. So it's a great stock, great company. High on Google, high on Amazon, high on Apple, high on Walmart. I mean, I know they've been underperforming the little guys lately, but nothing wrong with owning a chunk.
Exactly. Well, we were talking about the difference between what you gamble with and what you invest with, and these are the ones to invest with.
You know, right now I'm 25% cash again, maybe even 30. I'm not sure, and I'm 10% Amazon. 10% of my total portfolio is Amazon. Maybe 25, 30% is cash. You subtract that, I'm playing like with half a deck.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. Don't ask me what 50% of my holdings are.
And that's kind of putting myself down if I say I'm playing with half a deck, right?
Yeah, well,
I
that's the first thing that came to my mind.
I didn't mean it that way, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anything else before we say good night, Gracie?
Nah, I think it's
I
time.
think we're good. It's good to be back. I'll be on more often. This was fun.
It's so great to have you back. And
It really is.
How long did it take you? 5 days to get to the top?
Yeah, it was about 5 up, and we just ran down in like 8 hours.
Okay. Was it treacherous at all?
It was tough. Yeah, the last bit, I think it was about -15 or -20 Fahrenheit at the top. So we just had to take the pictures and run down.
If I ask you, why did you do it? Are you going to say because it was there?
No, because we just like to do this type of stuff. We're a little crazy.
Join the club.
Well, yeah, and also just because it's there. Yeah, you got to climb it. It's there.
That's what I mean. The standard answer. You got to climb it. It's there.
Yeah.
Adios, amigos. Bye, Linda. Bye, Kat. Bye, Brooklyn.
See you, Jiggly.
Bye, Jiggly. Chris. Where's Cabinet Guy? I didn't see Cabinet.
Goodbye, Man. Goodbye, Mark.
Man.
Sean is feeling left out. So let's say
I apologize to you, Man. I forgot to put your weekly picks in.
Actually, goodbye, John Sowersby. I like how much he likes BCRX.
So busy hitting
Man.
man. I forgot to put Man's picks.
Oh man.
All right, next week, Man. I'll get them in. Don't worry about it.
All right. Well.
All right. Ciao.
Ciao. Don't forget to subscribe.